you're still tuned in to Politico Politica with me, your host, Isabella Akinseye. Before the break, we discussed money politics. I have with me our guest today. He is running for Lagos State House of Assembly representing Ifako Ijaiye constituency 02, Mr. Babajide Balogun. So Babajide, now it's time for us to get into why you joined politics. I know you alluded to it in our first segment, but our Politics and More segment is to give our viewers an insight into your journey into politics. So have you always wanted to be a politician?
Yes, I've always wanted to be a politician. I mean, it all started when I was in secondary school. Back then I was a science student. Then, I was in my secondary school, I was the first and I think the only science student who happens to be the social prefect in my school. Science is supposed to be focused on that, but a bit of social with it. So I was the president of the social club. I've always wanted to be a politician.
Okay, so doing politics is something that started in school, but what made you actually join the PDP?
I was working with a former minister who happens to be in PDP, but before he became a minister, he was in government. So, I was with him for a while. I liked the party. PDP was ruling the country, and I won't lie to you, it was a good thing. There's no way to join the political party than to be in the way. So it was a party that I think has got structure, and I said, what can I do to be part? I had to just be part of it. So I think it's a very, very wonderful decision I took.
You're quite young. Do you feel that at any point age has been a barrier for you in joining politics?
When you say age has been, I don't really think so. I don't think so. Because any which way, like they always say, put your own contribution. Even if all do not listen to you, one person will listen to you. So in your own way, maybe back then when we go for constituency meetings and when they want to ask questions and you say, I have an idea. They will look at you that, who is this young man? But the thing is, they will say, let us listen to him. It might even be your own answer that will bring the solution to everything because they are thinking in the same direction, but you are thinking in a different direction. So I think PDP is a party that really listens to the young people. And I can tell you, if you check, PDP youth leader, the national youth leader is in his 40s, very, very young man. So, he's a party who listens to young people.
Okay, so now you're in the PDP, you've decided to run for elective office. Do you think you should have started maybe at ward level or councillor or chairman?
I see no reason why I can't start. I can even start as a president. But the thing is, I really agree with the grassroots politics. It's something to start. You have to start from somewhere. I see a lot of my friends say they want to run for governor, run for this, run for that. But the thing is, have you got grassroots? Because the thing is, I've worked in the upper, the higher wherever of the party and everything. So, but the thing is, I had to sit down and think that, where am I going to start from? Do I want to run as a rep? I might win, but guess what? Why can't I start from the beginning? The grassroots. So I said, okay, the best way to get into this stuff is I want things to be implemented. Why don't I just be a lawmaker? So that's why I'm running for the State Assembly.
Okay,
and by the grace of God, I move up higher and higher.
Okay, so it's a long-term thing for you.
Yes,
do you have any political godfathers or mentors or people guiding you on your political journey?
Well, I wouldn't say I have a godfather, but I have God the Father. Basically, when I say God the Father, is my own political journey. In as much that I read books, and I meet people which I really would love. I love the way they are doing things.
People like who? Locally, people that inspire you, that you'd say, oh, I'd like to be like this politician when I'm older.
I'm very, very direct. I do not pretend. I just tell you the way it is. I would say people who, I think I like Nelson Mandela. Everybody say him. He's not really the person who he got into after the whole fight,
apartheid
between the black and the white in South Africa. He did his own quota. He contributed in his own way, and he left power for others to take. He didn't want to die there.
Yeah.
And I like there's a man in, I think, Zimbabwe, Thomas Sankara. He's one of my mentors. I read books about him. I really like him so much.
Thank you. I know you've already started alluding to some of the things you want to do in Lagos and why you're running for office. We'll treat a lot of that during our Project Lagos segment.
Thank you very much.
We'll be taking a quick breather here on Politico Politica, but don't go anywhere because Project Lagos comes up right after this break.